Raider Automotive is a full-service repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or major collision this winter, or a deer finds your vehicle, Raider Auto can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all your vehicle's repairs. Raider Auto on Highway 3 South in Northfield, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Or find us at RaiderAutomotive.net. Go Raiders!
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Ayatt. Hi, this is Beth Ayatt. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Ayatt will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
How can I help you today?
I don't think I'm in the right place. I have big dreams, like crab brewery-sized dreams.
I like it.
Your bank is very,
Cozy?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We prefer more personal interactions. We dedicate the majority of our space to our customers' dreams.
Wow. Look at that.
I know, it never gets old.
Wow. This is way bigger than your office.
Northfield Ford Chrysler is the home of the best price guarantee. There is no question. We have the best price in the area for new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. If not, we'll make it so. Bring in your deal in writing from another dealership, and if we can't match it or beat it, we'll write you a check for $500. Get started shopping. Stop in to Northfield Ford Chrysler, take a test drive, and we'll get you the best price on a new vehicle, guaranteed. Go Raiders! From everybody here at Northfield Ford Chrysler on Highway 3 in Northfield.
Section 1, where champions are grown on the field, in the classroom, and beyond. Competition at the highest level with support that matches.
And he scores the touchdown.
Play at the net by Kellen McDowell.
I got the goal!
And gets the pin. He scores!
Double play.
Holy cow.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Northfield Live. Eric Thomas coming to you live from the Pepsi Center. To my right, my broadcast partner for this evening is Cassie on our producer chair. We have Daniel, and as always on the camera, we have Alejandro. And we are getting ready for the first round matchup of Northfield Raider girls hockey as they're getting ready to take on Rochester Mayo. And Cass, this game is looking forward to be a really good matchup here for the Raiders here this evening. And it's going to be a good one. We'll have a lot of content here tonight. We're going to check in on the Section 1 AA tournament throughout the evening, see what's going on. We have another game in against Lakeville and Rochester going on. We have a lot of other games going on as well, but that Lakeville-Rochester Century game will be one that we're going to be taking specific attention to, because that could be the next game for either one of these teams. At the end of this hour and change, one of these teams' seasons will come to an end. The other will move on. And I think we're going to take a break. Apologies. We're doing some on the fly. We're doing something different tonight with a little bit of a pregame program here, but let's go to a really quick thank you to our postseason and all season-long sponsor, actually. We want to thank our friends over at NIA Insurance Agency. There we go. They are the ones that actually help provide all the funds and everything for postseason, as well as this entire season for girls hockey right here on Northfield Live. And For personalized insurance agency solutions and trusted partner, contact Northfield Insurance Agency today. Thank you, NIA, for supporting Raider girls hockey on Northfield Live. And again, they are responsible for helping us cover the section tournament here tonight at the Pepsi Center, as well as a game possibly down at Lakeville or Lakeville South or North or wherever the case may be, or maybe even Rochester. We don't know. We will find out. And then possibly all the way down to Owatonna. But we do want to thank them for sponsoring this game and all the games here on Northfield Live for girls hockey this season. And when we come back, we'll take another look at some information about the Rochester Mayo squad here tonight, as well as another look at your bracket. That's all coming up on Northfield Live. Don't go away.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Planning for retirement can seem overwhelming. That's why Jake and Brent at Comprehensive Wealth Solutions in Faribault develop Financial GPS, a goals-based planning solution to help you reach your financial aspiration. Working with a financial advisor and having a written plan is proven to provide confidence in retirement goals. The team at CWS guides you in making decisions and works with you to prepare a written plan. Visit cwsfbo.com to start your journey to retiring with confidence. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
Scopos Athletics offers personal and one-on-one training to help you reach your aspirations. With one of our experienced coaches, each session will teach and demonstrate foundational movements, as well as review your range of motion and various scales to get you moving safely. You'll love our trainers and our exciting quick workout routines. You'll also benefit from nutritional guidance, variety of classes, and 24-hour gym access. Visit scoposathleticsmn.com to schedule a free consultation and start your journey.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by Iott's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by Iott today.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. Is your kitchen feeling cramped? Is your bathroom outdated? Or maybe your basement is just wasted space? At NCC Builders, we specialize in transforming homes to meet your needs. Whether it's upgrading your kitchen, turning your bathroom into a spa-like retreat, or converting your basement into a functional living space, we're here to bring your vision to life. Let's start planning your remodel or new build today. NCC Builders, transforming homes and building dreams. Visit nccbuilders.com.
At Community Resource Bank, you can bank from anywhere, anytime you want. The CRB mobile banking app makes it easy to keep track of your balances, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, and deposit checks any time of day or night. With branches in Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville, we can offer solutions for businesses, residential, and investment accounts. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back to Northfield Live and our coverage of the first round of the Section 1 2A tournament here at the Pepsi Center between your Northfield Raiders and the visiting Rochester Mayo. What is there?
They're the Spartans.
Okay, there we go. That's going to make calling a lot easier tonight. So let's take a look at how the bracket breaks up and breaks down here a little bit for the Section 1 AA tournament here. There was a game last night. It was a play-in game, and this is something I've never seen in high school hockey before. Double overtime. So That was between South Central and Austin. In South Central, as you can see from the graphic on your screen, South Central, they went on to win in double overtime. They are now facing the Farmington Tigers here tonight, and the winner of that matchup will move on to take on the Owatonna Huskies or the Mankato East Cougars. So the number 4 or 5 seeds are going head-to-head tonight. And then we have Northfield Raiders here, Rochester Mayo, and then our big game that we are going to pay close attention to is the one right below us on the bracket on your screens. That is Lakeville taking on Rochester Century here tonight. So I've always said this, Cassie, it doesn't matter what the paper says. It's what matters what's on the board at the end of the matchup. So coming into tonight with us being the number 3 seed and Rochester being the number 6 seed, what do you think could ultimately happen between these two teams here tonight?
I mean, you said it. Like, it doesn't matter what got these teams here. Now it's single elimination. I mean, you lose a game, you're done.
Yes.
I think Rochester Mayo definitely has that pressure on them, but at the same time, I think Northfield does too. This isn't a position that they haven't been in before. I mean, Northfield's had a great run the last few years. Very strong team in the section with that state appearance last year especially. They know what it takes to get there, but it's a new team. It's a new year. So it'll be interesting to see kind of where they go today. And I mean, I have high hopes for Northfield. I think they're going to do well, but I guess we'll find out in time.
And honestly, I mean, just based off the last 2 games that these two teams have fought in against each other, we'll get to more on that here in just a little bit, but you know, it has all been in favor of Northfield, and Northfield has always been the top dog in the competition between Rochester Mayo and Northfield. So I agree with you. I have high hopes for Northfield, but you know, anything can happen. Rochester Mayo could have, you know, last night taken their vitamins, said their prayers, you know, did everything right, and they could come out of the locker room here in this first period and ultimately dominate, but at the same time, so could Northfield.
Right, and I think it really does come down to that mentality, and it comes down to just being ready for the game.
Yeah, and let's take a look at some replays here on Northfield Live, brought to you.
It gives you a little chip on your shoulder, and you want it that much more. But Northfield, they've definitely had their fair share of games that they've won by a lot, and they've had their fair share of games that they've won only by 1 or 2. So, I mean, I think whoever scores first is going to be...
They can ultimately take the momentum.
Yeah, the momentum. I've said that all season for Faribault and Northfield. That momentum game is going to be huge in a game like this.
Yep, and again, like we said, we're going to keep a very close eye on the other game going on our side of the bracket, essentially. That is Lakeville South and Rochester Century. Rochester Century coming into tonight, they are the 7th seed. And Lakeville South, they somehow got the number 2 seed, which, talking to our fearless leader, he was kind of surprised at how Lakeville South got. He honestly thought that they were going to get possibly the number 1 or maybe even the number 3, but it was a toss-up going into tonight, and we will pay very close attention to that matchup here this evening. But what we're going to do now is let's go to a coach interview here. We're going to take a listen to our talk that we had with the Rochester Mayo coach, and we'll talk more about what we discussed here in just a little bit. Sorry, once again, we're doing some on-the-fly producing. But here is the coach interview for Rochester Mayo. We talked with Coach Black. And we're joined now on Northfield Live by Coach Black of the Rochester Mayo girls hockey program. And Coach, welcome to the Pepsi Center.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
And you guys are coming in off of a very impressive last couple of games. One game against Fairmont where you were able to pull out the victory, but again, another game against Mankato West where Mankato came out the victors. What were some of your thoughts? What some of your takeaways? What were you looking for in your girls in those two games?
You know, our girls are really good at playing up to competition, but on the other side of that, occasionally they play down too, and we've ran into that a few times this year where we played you guys, or we played Owatonna, we played Albert Lee, and we played those teams so tough. But then some of the maybe a little bit softer teams, we kind of played down to them, and I'm hoping tonight that we're on the other side of that. So,
all right, and you guys pulled the number 6 seed going into this evening. Were you kind of surprised by that? Were you kind of hoping, obviously, for a little bit higher, or what were your overall thoughts on the seeding process for this afternoon?
I think the seed is right. I was expecting the 6th seed. Thought there was a chance that we might end up in the 7, but our strength of schedule for the whole season was stronger than Rochester Century's, and so I think they got it right, and now we have to go out there and prove it.
All right, and talking about tonight's matchup against the Raiders, the last time you saw them was back in January, so almost a full month has gone by. What do you guys remember? What do you know about the Raiders coming into tonight's matchup?
It was a back-and-forth game until the third period. We were up just like we were when we came here the last time. We got up early, had struggled to hold the lead, but then we came back again, ended up with an empty netter at the end. The game was a lot closer than I thought. We're going to fight hard tonight. We got a lot of things, a lot of unfinished business here. So.
All right, and I'd like to talk to the coaches all about the overall thoughts of the locker room. Let's talk about that first. I mean, your girls are coming in off of a very tough game against Mankato, like we mentioned. What are some of the mindsets? What are the thoughts on your girls in the locker room here tonight?
We've had a great week of practice, and I think that they've mentally prepared themselves for this. We have a short squad. I mean, we're about 12 skaters. An injury or anything, a girl goes down even for a few shifts, and we get some tired legs. But, we're used to it. We've been doing it all season, and I don't think that it's going to stop tonight. So I think we're going to play hard. All right, and overall health of the team, because there is a whole lot of mess going around, and injuries are prevalent in this hockey game. So what's the overall health of the team? It's good right now. We had a lot of illness, including coaches and players last week, and we're getting over that. Everybody seems healthy. No injuries to report right now. Last time we played Albert Lee, Mankato East, we had 3D. We were double shifting everybody, and it gets to be a long game. So we're hoping that we can keep everybody healthy and skating through this whole game.
All right, very good, Coach. Well, good luck tonight and good luck the rest of the way if you guys are able to get over to Lakeville or against Rochester.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, that was Coach Black of the Rochester Mayo girls hockey program. We'll be back right after this.
Hometown Credit Union has proudly been serving your community for over 50 years. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Visit our website at hometowncu.coop and see why Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Hyatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Whoa.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, my friend Jay and I are looking for our dream home, something big. Right now I feel like I'm living on top of him.
Great, let's talk mortgages.
Wait, your bank is looking
cozy. Yeah, we like personal interactions, but as you can see, our vault still has plenty of space for our customers' dreams.
Wow!
You took the words right out of my mouth.
And we're joined on Northfield Live by Coach LaPanta, coach of the Raider girls hockey program. And Coach, you guys are coming off of a couple of back-to-back games here. The last game played here at the Pepsi Center was against Dodge County, and that was a really tough loss for your girls. And then you guys basically turned around after a day of practice and went over to Mankato and were able to pull out the W tonight. So what were some of your takeaways, and what were you guys looking at in those matchups?
Well, we knew Dodge was a quality opponent. They're one of the best top two teams in Class A. They're my pick to win the state tournament this year, actually even last year. So I like the way we rebounded. We started very slow. They're a fast team that came at us. We made some adjustments. We were able to at least skate the pace of the game. Weren't able to catch up, obviously, with a 5-1 loss, but we got our legs under us and battled better in the second two periods. It was a tough stretch of hockey there. We played a lot of quality opponents in a short time, and just kind of running the gauntlet there, trying to tune us up for playoffs. That's what it was all about. It was a can't-lose game, really, because you're playing a top opponent, and it's not a section game, not a conference game, just a good hockey.
All right. And what about that game over there against Mankato West?
Well, it was important to close with a win, have a little momentum going into the postseason. Started out slow, but again, rallied well and came out with an impressive 7-3 win, so felt good about that.
All right, and I think that Mankato West victory actually helped you guys going into tonight. You guys were able to pull the number 3 seed going up against a number 6 seed. We'll get that here in a sec, but what's the mindset of your girls coming into tonight on their home ice with the number 3 seed?
Well, the goal all year was to be one of the top 3 seeds, so we accomplished that. We knew we had a tough schedule. Really, we were just a couple goals away from making a case for the 1 seed. Our 2 losses in the section were to Farmington in overtime and to Lakeville South in overtime, and those 2 teams garnered the 1 and 2 seeds. So we feel like we're close, but it's a new season now. It didn't really matter. Just wanted to play ourselves into a home game in the first round and build some momentum. This is a team we're familiar with. We've played them twice, 2 victories, but been around the game a long time. It always gets tighter come sections. So 7-2, I believe, the first time, 5-2 the second time. Certainly think it's going to be even a little tighter than that tonight.
All right, and is the overall mindset just one of let's get out there, try to get to that next game against possibly Lakeville South or Rochester Century, or is there a little bit of butterflies going around the locker room tonight?
Well, there always are. There should be. You know, it's a one-and-done scenario now. We've got a lot of new kids that will be playing in their first section playoff game. And they've never experienced this before, so we expect it maybe to be a little bumpy early. We'll see. But really, you just narrow this down to one shift at a time, really just come in one period at a time. We have the mantra, there's 9 periods to get through the section. So you just one at a time. Really slow things down and focus on our game.
All right, very good. And as you've mentioned before, and we've kind of covered a little bit, you guys have seen Rochester Mayo in the past. What are you guys expecting out of them here tonight at the Pepsi Center in the first round of sections?
Well, they've certainly gotten better all year. Tribute to their coaching staff. They've been getting better over the last couple years. They have a senior goalie that's tested. She's very athletic. She's strong. I think she's at 93+%, so there's no easy goals. So we're going to have to be gritty around the net, get bodies to the dirty areas and get her eyes and get a high volume of shots. I think we had about 45 shots on her the first game and only about 30-some the second game. So we're going to certainly work on increasing our shot volume tonight.
All right, and the ever-important question, overall health of the team coming into tonight?
Good. I will say this. Unfortunately, we did sustain one of our top forwards, Emma Peruka, sustained a little ding yesterday at the end of practice. We may hold her out today, precautionary. So that's about all I'll offer with that, but we'll see. It's kind of a game-time decision. It's not ideal, but we certainly feel like we can proceed without her. We need to the whole Montreal year has been scored by committee. We've done that. We had to replace a lot of goals this year with the players we lost, and we've got a lot of players that have contributed, so we just look for them to step up tonight in her absence if, in fact, she can't play.
All right, very good, Coach. Well, good luck tonight against Rochester. We'll hopefully see you down the road either against Lakeville or against Rochester Century.
We would love to see you in Lakeville.
All right. Coach LaPanta for the Northfield Raiders girls hockey program, and just running through the starting five here for both squads. On the visiting side for Rochester Mayo, they're going to start the following. They're going to start Katie Cummings. They're going to have Natalie Campbell, also Brooklyn Rippentrop, Sophie Reagan, and Grace Kober, Sophie Sather. Grace will be in the net. And on the home side of things, as you heard alluded to in the chat that we had with Coach LaPanta, Emma Peruka is going to be a scratch for tonight. She is out, but they're going to go like this for the Raiders. They're going to have Reese Peruka, Taylor Crone, Olive Cook, Mia Miller, Olivia Rasmussen, and starting in net, no surprise here, is going to be Macy Mueller. So a good starting five for your Northfield Raiders, and we are just moments away from the start of our first period here at the Pepsi Center with the Rochester Mayo Spartans. And the Spartans, once again, they are coming in with the number 6 seed in the Section 1-2A quarterfinals with a 11-13 overall record. And the Northfield Raiders, they are the number 3 with a 10-1-12 overall record. 13-10-2. But now the puck is down in the Spartan zone. And chasing after it for the Raiders was Cook. And now the Spartans, they have it along the near boards here. They're trying to clear it out, and they do get it across the blue line into neutral ice and into the Northfield zone. Northfield trying to do their best to clear it back out, and the Rochester Spartans, they dump it right back in. Chasing after it for the Raiders was Rasmussen. Rasmussen trying to clear it around the back of her own net. She doesn't, but now she gets it up to Cook. Cook getting it over to, that is Reese Peruka. She takes a shot, and that goes high. And it's rebounded on the far side by 13, I believe that was. Or that may have been Beham. But now with the puck is Mia Miller. She skates it around the defense along the blue line. She stops, goes back to the blue line. Pass out in front. Shot that goes wide. A shot by Beham. That goes wide of the net. Now she picks it up along the near corner here. Now Beham fighting for it and coming in to help her out. That was Lillian Gindra. Now Mia Miller with the shot, and that goes off the stick of the Raiders netminder. Oh, excuse me, that was the Spartans. Mia Miller takes another shot. That just goes left of the net. Picked up on the far side by Lillian Gindra. Back out to Miller at the blue line. She skates it into the top of the circle, and with the pass and no trip coming up for the Spartans, they're going to get a free pass there as they dump it all the way back down, and they're going to call an icing. So first minute and a half has elapsed here in this first period. And so far the momentum is kind of in a lull. You know, I mean, there's not a whole lot of attacking to the net, just a lot of shots. But so far it's just been kind of an easy-going game. Do you think that's what the Raiders were having planned here this evening?
I definitely think they were trying to get shots quick and early, which they were doing, just not all of them on net. So hopefully they can tune in a little bit here moving forward.
All righty, and we got the puck up at neutral ice, and picking it up will be Castle. That is stolen away, and the Spartans, they try to clear it into the zone, and a little bit of semi-stoppage of play as they were trying to figure out what was going on. But now the Raiders have the puck at their own blue line. They do a hard pass up to center ice. Rochester, they get it back into the zone. Bringing it up the ice for the Raiders is Erickson. Erickson losing control of the puck momentarily, but she regains control along the near boards. And now Erickson with the puck once again off of a short pass from Peruka. Now Rochester has it along the near boards. It's picked up by Miller. Miller doing a little dipsy-doodle, crossing around the blue line. It's poke-checked away, picked up by Crone, shot out in front, nobody home. Mia Miller with it along the blue line. Skating backwards, skating in, takes a shot. That goes high and wide, picked up by Gindra. She hands it off to Crone. Crone back behind the Rochester net. Her pass attempt out in front, that was stolen away by Rochester. They get it off the boards, and here they come. And now with the puck for Rochester. Actually, that was stolen away. That was Katie Cummings. But it's now stolen away by the Raiders. They get it all the way up to the near boards. An attempted pass over to Cook is stolen away once again by the Raiders, or by the Rochester. All these teams with R's, that's just confusing. English is hard.
We got the M's and Mia Miller and Macy Mueller.
Yes.
And then we're going to have Rochester and the Raiders. And oh, goodness.
Yeah, and speaking of Miller, here she comes across the blue line, splits the defense, goes to her right, takes a shot that goes up and wide. Picked up on the far side by Jindra. And I think somebody lost a glove over on the far side there. That might be a Rochester player. But now Jindra poke checking it out of that pile up back there. Hands it off. Back over to Jindra. Over to Miller. Out in front. Shot. Nobody there. And the ref kicking that that glove out of the way. And I think they're going to call a hand pass tip of some sort. Or it was just tipped out of bounds. So now we're going to have a face-off upcoming here on the far side. Or on the near side here. 12:49 left to go in this first period of the Section 1-2A quarterfinals between Rochester and the Raiders. And the shot from the blue line put on net by Olivia Rasmussen goes wide. And the Raiders bringing it back up the ice. Again, English is hard. I was told by my producer that I said the name wrong again. And a shot by Rochester goes wide. Rochester with the puck from the blue line. Gets picked up and tossed around the back of the net by Rasmussen. Now the Raiders and the Spartans doing a little scrum once again on the near boards in the Raiders zone. And Nicholson for the Spartans passes out in front, and a shot by Cummings goes wide. Picked up back behind her own net is Rasmussen. She's trying to clear it out. She gets a little tied up there, but now with the puck is Des Jardins for Rochester. No tripping penalty coming up here, so the Raiders got a freebie. Bringing it up the ice for the Raiders is Erickson. She goes left, skates back around the far dot, passes it out over to Cook, and that is wide. Picked up by Miller. She gets it down low to Cook. Cook out in front, and nobody there. Now with the puck once again, that was Castle. She tries to pass out in front, and nobody there to pick up the rebound. And Erickson coming on over to pick it up and back behind the Rochester net. Rochester clearing it out back to the blue line. Another shot from Castle goes wide. And out in front, a backhanded pass from Erickson. Didn't find the mark, but now Miller with the shot and a goal! First goal of the matchup for Mia Miller at 11:02. Now has the Raiders on the board. And let's take a look at your replay here this evening. Brought to you by Community Resource Bank. Miller has it at the blue line. She skates it to the top of the circle right through traffic. And it is now 1-0 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard.
And I think that goal might be an unassisted goal because it was a failed clear by Rochester.
Let's take a listen. Yep. Anyway, Mia Miller, she brings the puck all the way into the Rochester zone. She tries to put another backhanded pass on. And now with the puck, our Rochester, they clear it all the way back around the back of the net. Miller getting it on the near boards. Off the boards and down low to, who is that? That's Peruka. Peruka back out to Miller. Miller with another shot and that would have been back-to-back goals for Miller. But that one goes off the glove of the netminder for the Spartans. 10:13 left to go here. Miller getting the puck from a pass from Peruka. Peruka Miller back to Peruka. Peruka picking the puck up off of a poke check. And now Rochester, they clear the puck back out to neutral ice. Cross pass over from, who is that? That's number 10. That's Rasmussen to Miller. And now Rasmussen picking up the puck on the far board. She takes a shot into the breadbasket. Goes the puck, and there's going to be a stoppage of play here.
Northfield definitely had the momentum before that goal. I think they still have that momentum right now. But Rochester, in their couple attempts down in the other end, I mean, they had some pretty good chances too. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how they react after that goal moving forward in the next couple minutes.
And now bringing up the puck are the Spartans. They take a shot that didn't have a lot behind it, so that didn't go anywhere. And now the Spartans down in the Raiders zone. And a hard hit put on, pass out in front, picked up and shot, and glove save by Mueller. And on the shot side of things, it's 5-0.
5-1 now.
Well,
but yes.
I don't like time. 9:16 left to go here in this first period, and now the Raiders, they win the draw. It's picked up by Rochester as they try to keep it in the Raiders zone. They take a shot from the blue line. That gets knocked back behind the Raiders net, and here they come off the near boards. And with the puck for the Raiders, that is Beham. She dumps it in. Chasing after it will be Gindra, putting the afterburners on that one. And coming in to help out a little bit, that is Wagner. Wagner and Gindra, and there's going to be a penalty upcoming. Or something. I don't know what is going on. So somehow, some way the...
Oh, there's
a second puck. Interesting.
I don't even know where that would have come from.
I don't know either. It was down low here. 8:47 with Mia Miller. She takes the shot once again. That gets stopped by the defense. And now here come the Spartans with the puck. They get it up to Maddie Desjandris.
Desjardins?
I can't remember. Desjardins. There we go. Now with the puck along the far boards, there is, let me see, Reagan Crone. Fighting for it back behind the net is Abby Castle. Castle trying to get the puck back over to Reagan Crone. And now Spartans trying to clear it out of their own zone, and Raiders just doing a great job of keeping the pressure on in the Rochester zone, as we've seen by the tally on the board here so far. With just under 8 minutes left to go in this first period, Rochester, they have it. They took a little too long to get the puck away, and Miller was able to come in with the interception. Now with the puck is Cook for the Raiders. She skates around the back of the net, pass out in front, and a shot by number 5, Taylor Crone. That gets stopped by the defense. Now with the puck for the Raiders is Miller from the blue line, skates to her left, shot that goes wide. And picking up is Taylor Crone for the Raiders, and there's going to be a penalty upcoming. Is that going to be on the...
On the Spartans, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Okay, so the first penalty of the matchup, and it's going to go against number 23, Sophie Regan for Rochester. So now, let's see what. So as far as the power plays are concerned, you know, the Raiders only have a 27% penalty kill power play record so far this season.
I mean, I'd say a 26% is pretty dang good in the realm of power plays. So,
Gindra.
Looking at Rochester, they've got an 85% penalty kill.
Yeah. I mean, not bad odds, but Gindra, she takes the shot from just the top of the circle there, but it goes into traffic. 6:44 left to go here, and now Cook with the puck. Pass out in front, and nobody there. But it's stolen away by the Rochester Spartans. They try to clear it out. It's stopped in neutral ice by Taylor Crone. Crone with the puck, skating it in. Goes to her right. Looks like she wants to go back around the back of the net, and a shot out in front. Nobody there. I honestly thought that one went in. Now with the puck is Miller. Trying to clear away from the defense. She gets pinned up against the boards on the far side. Now with the puck I want to say that is number 11. That might be Peruka. She gets it down low to Crone. Back over to Peruka. Peruka with the shot. That goes just a little bit outside. Now 6 minutes left to go here in this first period. Peruka with it over to Miller. Miller along the far boards. Out in front to Crone. Crone with the shot. That is no. Now Miller with the puck over to Peruka. Peruka didn't have enough behind that one. It's stopped by the defense. Now with the puck, chasing after it anyway, that is Crone for the Raiders. Rochester trying to clear the puck out of their zone. But the Raiders just doing a great job of keeping that pressure on, keeping the puck down in the zone of Rochester. Another slap shot put on the net. That goes just a little bit outside. Back out to Peruka at the blue line. Back over to Miller. Miller with the shot off the blocker of the netminder. And now we are at full strength with 5:15 left to go here in this first period. Far board tie up along the blue line for Rochester. And it looks like they're going to get the puck. And getting a stick on it momentarily, that was Abby Wyke. But now the puck getting all the way down into the Rochester zone once again. And now they have the puck and they get it up. Who is this? That's number 7. That is Katie Cummings. She clears it all the way down and no penalty coming up here. And with 4.5 minutes left to go here in this first period, we have a breakaway pass picked up by Miller, but stolen away by Rochester's Abby Wyke. Wyke with the puck back behind the Raider net. Tries to put it out in front. Nobody there. And now Wagner trying to do something with it. Picked up in front by Miller. She dumps it all the way up to the blue line. Stopped by number 6. That is, where is she on my list here? I don't have a number 6. I don't know why. But now Wagner with it. Trying to get it around the back of the net, and there's going to be a penalty upcoming. I believe that's going to be for tripping at just under 4 minutes left to go here in this first period, and it's going to go back to Rochester.
I also don't have a number 6 for Rochester on here.
Not Rochester. I was talking
Or
the Raiders. Yeah. I think she might be a JV player that got brought up.
Well, we will have to take a look at that.
Yes, we will.
And we will add her to our list.
Yes, we will. Now Crone with the draw. Along the far boards there. Picked up by Rochester. They try to put the afterburners on, but it's stolen away by the Raiders. They put a shot on by Emily Beham. And now the Rochester Spartans, they bring it all the way up coast to coast. Stopped by Mia Miller back behind her own net. And now Miller with 1.5 minutes left to go in the penalty. She starts to slowly skate up towards the Rochester net. Back behind the net. Back out to, that is Crone. Crone back down low to Beham. Olivia Simon, there we go. That's who number 6 is. Thank you to my researchers. And it is back out to Peruka. One-time shot out in front, and it's stopped by the netminder. Now we have 8 shots to 1 for the Raiders.
I know I did this the last game that I was on for.
Yes.
But I'm keeping track of blocks as well.
Okay.
So Rochester right now already has 9 blocks.
Wow.
In the first period. That's a lot of blocks. It's a lot of shots that they're getting in the way of, not allowing them to get back to their goaltender.
So now Erickson with the puck. We have under 1 minute left to go in the penalty. Erickson and Cook trying to get the shot off, but it's stopped by the netminder. And we have 2:41 left to go here in this first period. And just judging by the shots on goal and the goal on the scoreboard, so far it's been all Northfield. But now here come the Spartans. Spartans with the puck, but stolen away by the Raiders. Rochester trying to dump it back into the zone. Picked up once again by Jindra. Jindra splitting the defense, goes to her left, back to her right, shot, and no! Oh, I thought that one was going to go in too from my angle here. But now Jindra with the shot or that might have been Cook. They put another shot on goal, and that gets stopped by Rochester. 2:15 left to go here in this first period with 22 seconds left to go in the penalty to number 22 for Rochester. We'll get that here in just a sec. That is McGibbon. And it looks like there's going to be some conversation going on. Maybe, okay, so Rasmussen just came back out on the ice. Rasmussen with the puck, shot out in front, deflected, and it's stopped by the netminder, Grace Kober.
That was a great save. Great tip in front, too. She had
And
a
that was-
screen and a tip.
Yeah, I was
going to
say, she had a big screen going on in front of her. Now Rochester, they win the job back around the back of their own net, picked up on the far side by Sophie Sather. And now trying to do something with it was Rochester once again, and I think Cook just tried to pass it to Mueller, but that could have been bad 50 ways to Sunday. And now Rochester is on the full strength. Picking it up for the Raiders is Cook. She's joined down low by Peruka. Peruka trying to help out her teammate there. They clear it out to the blue line, picked up by Rasmussen. And now the Rochester Spartans, they bring it coast to coast. They take a shot on net. That is stopped by Mueller. And another shot. Skate save by Rasmussen. Now Rasmussen with the puck once again, and they bring it back the other way. Here comes Northfield. Mia Miller doing what she does best, splitting the defense. That shot goes high and wide. 66 seconds left to go here in this first period. And we have a score in your Heritage Bank scoreboard update of 1-0 in favor of the Raiders. Now with the puck for the Raiders, that is number 15. And we'll get that here in a sec. But the Raiders, they stopped the puck with under a minute left. They must have brought a lot of players up from JV for this matchup, because half the players out there now I don't even have on my roster. But now with the puck drop coming up here on the glove side of Mueller, Rochester wins it out to the blue line. Shot and a glove save by Mueller with 46.4 seconds left. All right. Sabin. All right, perfect. Now Rochester with the puck. Sabin intercepts it. She gets it over to Beham. Beham goes to her right. Shot stopped by the netminder with 34.3 seconds left. And with 34.3 seconds left to go here in this first period of the Section 1-2A matchup here at the Pepsi Center. And, okay, we got a couple other scores to talk to you about in the break, but Miller with it, going to her left, skating around, pass off to Cook, shot and a slap shot from the blue line. That was Paulson. Now the Raiders with it, another shot put on net, and a goal! That might have been Cook with the goal, and they might give a assist to Peruka. Let's take a look here at Community Resource Bank replay. As we saw, Miller with it. She passes it out. Slap shot, put on net. Gets picked up by Crone. Crone back over to Peruka. Peruka wrapping it around. I think they might give it to Cook. I don't know. We will find out. So Northfield with it. Let's take a listen. Yep. Olive Cook with the goal. With Peruka on the apple. And they're going to give the other one to Miller. So that's how we end this first period of play in the Section 1AA quarterfinal matchup between Northfield and Rochester here at the Pepsi Center. When we come back, we'll have a breakdown of the first period. We'll take another look at our bracket and some other playoff games going on tonight. That's all coming up on Northfield Live. Do not go away.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Planning for retirement can seem overwhelming. That's why Jake and Brent at Comprehensive Wealth Solutions in Faribault develop Financial GPS, a goals-based planning solution to help you reach your financial aspirations. Working with a financial advisor and having a written plan is proven to provide confidence in retirement goals. The team at CWS guides you in making decisions and works with you to prepare a written plan. Visit cwsfbo.com to start your journey to retiring with confidence. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
Scopos Athletics offers personal and one-on-one training to help you reach your aspirations. With one of our experienced coaches, each session will teach and demonstrate foundational movements as well as review your range of motion and various scales to get you moving safely. You'll love our trainers and our exciting quick workout routines. You'll also benefit from nutritional guidance, variety of classes, and 24-hour gym access. Visit scoposathleticsmn.com to schedule a free consultation and start your journey.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Ayatt's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. Is your kitchen feeling cramped? Is your bathroom outdated? Or maybe your basement is just wasted space? At NCC Builders, we specialize in transforming homes to meet your needs. Whether it's upgrading your kitchen, turning your bathroom into a spa-like retreat, or converting your basement into a functional living space, we're here to bring your vision to life. Let's start planning your remodel or new build today. NCC Builders, transforming homes and building dreams. Visit nccbuilders.com.
At Community Resource Bank, you can bank from anywhere, anytime you want. The CRB mobile banking app makes it easy to keep track of your balances, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, and deposit checks any time of day or night. With branches in Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville, we can offer solutions for businesses, residential, and investment accounts. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
What is your dream living location? Full service condo building? Low maintenance house? House on a lake? Lots of acreage? There are so many options. To start the search for your ideal location, contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group today, or visit our website at c21atwood.com. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
Raider Girls Hockey would like to thank all our sponsors for their contributions to this year's team. Generous sponsorships provided warm-up jerseys and custom Hockey Day Minnesota jerseys. America's Mattress, By All Means Graphics, Car Time Auto Center, Champion Sports, College City Beverage, CWS, Fate Vintage, Franzen Bank and Trust, Lonsdale Window Works, Marathon Tech Company, Minnesota Orthodontics, Post-Consumer Brands, Professional Dental Group, Revival Commercial Real Estate, Riverside Bar and Kitchen, Chic Orthodontics, Valley View Glass and Screen, and WW Getz Associates. Special thank you to our elite sponsors, the Feet of Jesse James Days and Northfield VFW Post 4393. Thank you, sponsors, for helping make Raider Girls Hockey a success.
Northfield Youth Baseball registration is open. Children entering kindergarten through 3rd grade interested in playing baseball can sign up for the in-house league at northfieldyouthbaseball.com before March 15th. The goal of the in-house baseball league is to give every child an opportunity to play and enjoy the great game of baseball. All games are played at Seckler Park. Enjoy watching your kids develop skills, knowledge of the game, and sportsmanship this summer. For more registration information, visit northfieldyouthbaseball.com and click on the in-house registration link before March 15th. We've also added a clickable link to the Northfield Youth Baseball Association's website right here on northfieldlive.com.
And welcome back to Northfield Live. We're at the end of period number 1. The Northfield Raiders on the Heritage Bank scoreboard, they are currently ahead 2-0 off of some very impressive goals by a couple of Raider players here this evening. First one was a very early one, a couple minutes in almost into the first period. That was a beautiful goal by Mia Miller. Could not have written up a better way to make this goal happen. And let's see on your Community Resource Bank replays here. They're going on the screen. You might see Mia Miller, but she was able to go coast to coast. She, if I can remember it right, she was at the top of the circle, right? Yeah. And she just needled it right into place, and she went top shelf with it. So I think that's what happened. That was what was going on. But a lot happened in that first period. Let's just put it that way. But then at 16:43 into the first period as well, it was another just unwritable type of goal where Mia Miller, she took the puck coast to coast. She went around the back of the net. She passed it out in front and over to Peruka. Peruka took the shot, but it deflected off of Cook. And the look on her face underneath her mask that you could probably see from up here, she was just like, oh my goodness, I scored. So that is where we're sitting at the end of this first period. And, we've talked a lot about the penalty kills and the penalty plays and the power plays for Northfield. They didn't have a single penalty that first period. So good on them. But Rochester, they were plagued by penalties, a couple of trips and things like that. But you know what? That's part of the game,
Yeah, I mean, situations in games like this, special teams are huge.
Mm-hmm.
Your power plays are going to be big. Your penalty kills are going to be big. The toughest part about the special teams is typically you have your top players out there for your power plays. Mm-hmm. So with Northfield, with them having those 2 back-to-back, that second power play they had, those players didn't get off the ice for the full 2 minutes because they were in the offensive zone. They were taking those opportunities. But if they stay out there, they get more tired. So we did see a little shift there towards the end of the period. Mm-hmm. Rochester was able to get a couple shots on net. They were in the offensive zone a little bit more, but Northfield could definitely control that whole period. They had 14 shots.
Yeah. How many blocks?
Rochester had, this is my whole thing here. Rochester had 9 blocks, and Northfield had 2.
All right.
So
good on them. So, you know what? There's a lot riding on this matchup here tonight because the winner of tonight's matchup, they move on. I hate using this word in broadcasting, but the loser, unfortunately, their season comes to an end. So one team is going on, another team is going home, and at this point in time, anything could still happen. We still have 2 more periods of hockey, but we want to thank one of our sponsors in particular for helping us be able to do this post-game show or this postseason game, and that is NIA, Northfield Insurance Agency. And, they are instrumental in helping us get to do these games all season long, plus the postseason. Northfield Insurance Agency for personalized insurance solutions and a trusted partner. Contact Northfield Insurance Agency today. Thank you to NIA for supporting Raider girls hockey on Northfield Live all season long. And let's take a look at some other games going on around the area tonight in the Section 1 AA. Here's your breakdown, I should say, of some other games. Owatonna against Mankato East. That one is tied 2-2. Cass, you and I were talking earlier in the break that one is kind of interchangeable because I think Owatonna is the number 4 and Mankato is number 5 seed.
Correct.
So that one could go either way. Rochester Mayo, or Rochester Century, excuse me, and Lakeville South. That one is the one that we're going to pay really close attention to. Currently, Lakeville South is up 3-0 over Rochester, and whoever wins that matchup will be the winner of tonight's matchup opponent. So that could either be in Rochester, with Rochester going up against Rochester, or Rochester going up against Northfield, or Lakeville hosting Northfield, or Rochester. I mean, anything can happen. But the other game going on tonight, too, Farmington taking on South Central. They're currently at nothing, at Goose Egg.
Actually, they're 3-0 Farmington. I just found on some of these games are on Minnesota Girls Hockey Hub getting updated, but that one you actually have to go into their live stream to see. So
and
Farmington is up 3-0. Farmington is the number 1 seed, though. So
and you know what? They probably had more of an advantage tonight over against anybody because they had the first round bye. I mean, everybody else had a first round bye, but their opponent, they're coming off of a game 2 nights ago, and that's South Central, and they won in double overtime over Austin. So you got to imagine that South Central, they are just coming into tonight kind of tired, kind of sluggish, but you know what? We'll keep an eye on that one. Maybe they can, upset Farmington, the number 1 seed. So we will see. We'll see what happens. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to take another timeout here on Northfield Live. We'll be back with your second period. That's coming up in just a little bit.
Stay up to date on Raider activities by following Northfield Live on social media. See what's on tap for the weekend daily game day graphics. You'll get the fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and comment any questions for quick answers. Follow us on Facebook at Northfield Live MN and on Instagram and X at Northfield Live.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Remodeling your home is a way to breathe new life into your house, and the process can be made easy with Schmidt Homes. Their team has extensive experience in partial and total home renovations, meaning your home will be completed quickly and to your standards, allowing you to enjoy your newly renovated home with peace of mind. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
As the year comes to a close, we begin to reflect on all we've done throughout the year, and we're looking forward to all this new year has to bring. At Northfield Retirement Community, we are proud of the work we've done supporting our residents, staff, family, and friends throughout the year. We'd like to wish everyone a very happy and prosperous new year. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Raider Automotive is a full-service repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or major collision this winter, or a deer finds your vehicle, Raider Auto can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all your vehicle's repairs. Raider Auto on Highway 3 South in Northfield, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Or find us at RaiderAutomotive.net. Go Raiders!
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Play ball!
Registration for Northfield Fast Pitch Softball is open for 8U teams at northfieldfastpitch.org. Girls born from September 2nd, 2015 through August 31st, 2017 are eligible. It may be freezing outside, but spring is just around the corner. Register your daughter and enjoy watching her learn and build confidence on the ball field. Sign up by February 23rd for team placement tryouts on March 2nd. Scholarship assistance is available. Visit northfieldfastpitch.org for more information and to register. Go Raiders!
Spring is just around the corner, and you know what that means. It's time to get ready for baseball season. Northfield Youth Baseball registration is now open at northfieldyouthbaseball.com. For kids ages 10 to 15 years old interested in travel baseball, be sure to register before March 1st to get your child on the list for tryouts. Watch your kids grow and develop on the field this summer with Northfield Youth Baseball. Visit northfieldyouthbaseball.com and click on the travel registration link soon. Do not wait. Registration closes March 1st. We've also added a clickable link to the Northfield Youth Baseball Association's website right here on northfieldlive.com.
And welcome back to Northfield Live, and we just had something that I've never seen. The players were out before the refs.
The players were lined up to take the opening face-off without the refs on the ice.
Yes, and once the refs finally came out of the locker room, everybody in attendance just was like, yay!
Which is odd because usually the players aren't allowed in the youth levels. Players aren't allowed on the ice without the referees.
So now, that's just weird in my opinion. But the Northfield Raiders, they won the draw. It's down in the Spartan zone, picked up by number 3. That is Melania Black. And they try to clear it out, but it's taken away once again by Castle. Castle trying to do her best to keep it in. And picked up on the far side by Cook. Now Rochester with the puck off the sideboards there. And down goes Peruka. She tries to keep it alive in the Rochester zone, but Rochester is able to clear it back out. And now with the puck is Maddie Desjardins. And she gets it along the far boards there. And now with the puck once again is Taylor Crone. Crone bringing it back up, handing it off to Peruka. Peruka off the near boards, and they're going to do a full change, but there's also an icing coming up with just under 16 minutes left to go in this second period.
Momentum is still with Northfield right now, going into the second period, which I think that was expected. But offensive zone faceoff for Rochester, especially early on. Let's see what they can do.
And it looks like Northfield won that draw. And a shot put on net goes far to the left. And now Rochester with the shot, and it gets saved by Mueller.
That was a point-blank opportunity. Kind of got stuck in the skates there of number 7, Katie Cummings. And then that quick shot on net. Mueller thankfully saw it the whole way. She was ready for it. But
I think
great opportunity.
I think she has X-ray vision through those screens.
I wouldn't be surprised if some goalies did, honestly.
Now Rochester with the shot goes into traffic. And with the puck, bouncing it off the far boards there, that might be Tapper. And a penalty upcoming on Rochester once again. And let's see who's going to get that penalty. It looks like it's going to go against Rochester, obviously, but being assessed it will be Sophie Sather. And now just Rochester getting plagued left and right by those penalties. Northfield having the offensive face-off to the right of the netminder. With the puck now is Peruka. Peruka skating back around. Pass out in front and a cross over to Miller. Now with the puck is Beham. Beham handing it off and taken away by Rochester, but chasing after it is Peruka. Peruka handing it off to Miller. Miller skating across in front of her own net. Cross-ice pass and up to Crone. Crone to the right. Stops, skates back around. Skates along the blue line. Shot down low, but that goes nowhere. That goes to the left. And now Miller skating in with it. Pass out in front and nobody there. Missed opportunity on that pass from Miller to Crone. Now Miller back over to Peruka, back to Miller. Shot and a glove saved by the netminder. And there's a minute left to go in the penalty and a 14:22 left to go here in this second period.
We were talking about this power play earlier. 26% on the power play, and you can tell. I mean, there's a reason why. These players are taking shots whenever they can, and they're staying, other than this ice that just happened against them here, they're staying in the offensive zone for the most of the penalty time.
Yep. And they actually didn't call that icing, so they got a freebie there.
Well, they're on the penalty kill, so they can ice the puck. It's a little thing, because you're down a player, then you can do whatever you want in the icing world.
And now with the puck for the Raiders is Gindra. Gindra cutting over to the left on the backhand. Pass along the back of the net. Picked up by Cook. Cook with 21 seconds left in the player advantage. Gets it out to the blue line. Shot out in front just a bit outside. And it's picked up on the far side by Beham. And now with the puck once again is Gindra for the Raiders. Steals it away. Gindra getting a hand on it. Shot, and that goes high and wide. And now the Spartans are at full strength once again with 13-18 left to go here. Now with the puck from the blue line. Shot, and now the pipe. No penalty for the Spartans. They got lucky on that one. And, we just lost power down on that far scoreboard there, but we still have it down here. 13 minutes left to go. And now with the puck is the Raiders. That was Wagner. She goes down after she tripped over a little spot on the ice. Now off the near boards. We're the Raiders. They get it up. And Maddie does Jardins with the puck for the Raiders, or for the Rochester Spartans. Rochester with it along the far boards. And picked up by Miller as she came off the bench and deflected up into the Raider bench, and we're going to have a stoppage of play.
That was a good change to not get that too many players on the ice call. The player got up on the bench before the other player hopped on the ice. Otherwise, that definitely would have been called in that situation.
And that's just one of those penalties that you don't ever want.
As a coach, when those happen, it's just like dagger to the heart, spun 4 times. Like, it just hurts.
Now the Rochester Spartans, they take a shot. That goes off the stick side of Mueller. Kept alive in the far corner, picked up by the Raiders. Now the Raiders bringing it up. That is Miller. She bounces it off the near board. She gets it up to number 15, the JV player, to be named later. Oh, I think that was
Ashlyn Sabian.
There we go. Now the Spartans with it, trying to clear it out. And they do. They get it over and up to the cherry picker, but it's stolen away by Crone. Stolen once again by the Spartans, but stolen back again by the Raiders. Now here comes Crone across the blue line. Shot on net. That goes off the stick and into the far corner. Crone with it, getting it back around the back of the net, over to Cook. And now Rochester trying once again to clear it out. Picked up by Miller. She shot that one. That goes wide. Picked up by Crone on the far side. Crone with it. Poke checked away by the Spartans, and she goes into the net. Unfortunately, there's no points for that. And now there's going to be an offsides call on Northfield. We're going to have a puck drop on the near dot here. And 17-6 on the shot side of things in favor of Northfield. Taking the face-off for Northfield was Pockert. And now picking it up for the Raiders, that's Desjardins. And Northfield, they try to get it out to the blue line, but it's miscommunication and a little bit of a hold. And Northfield got lucky on that one. Now Beeham bringing it across the blue line. Out in front, shot, and a goal! No goal.
That was pretty close, especially from our angle up here. We couldn't really see, but you could see the puck right in that crease.
Yes.
The referee had the best eyes on it in the whole place.
I think so. Let's take a look at the Community Resource Bank replay here. So as you can see, Beeham, she takes the shot, and she actually loses a stick in the process. But now the Spartans, they dump it back around the back of the net. 10.5 minutes left to go here in this second period. And the puck gets deflected up and into the Raider bench once again. And we're going to have a face-off coming up here in the Rochester zone. It's still 2-0 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. 19-6 on the shots in favor of Northfield. And now with the puck for the Spartans. That is number 5, Smith. There we go. Smith with another shot. That goes high and wide. Picked up on the far side by Cook. And as Cook was dumping it out, she got hit hard there. Now Cook bringing it back up the other way. No, excuse me, that's number 9. That is Wagner. Wagner out in front, nobody there. Now Rochester bringing it back the other way. Here comes Smith once again. She dumps it in, and she's going to change out. Now for the Raiders with the puck is Paulson. She tries to clear it out, but it's kept alive in the Northfield zone by the Rochester Spartans. Off the stick of Mueller, it goes into the far corner. And back out to the blue line. No, she stole it away from her own teammate. Another shot from the blue line. That goes just a bit outside. And now Rochester trying to get the puck into a scoring type position. And Northfield, they clear the puck, and they're going to they're going to wave off that icing. 9 minutes left to go here in this second period. Bringing it up the ice for Rochester. That was Black. She takes a shot, and it's covered up by Mueller. Man, I said it the last game that we were calling that Mueller, she better go home and bronze up that glove because that's getting a lot of work in.
Well, yeah, she has had quite a few blocker side shots today, but anytime that puck is close to her glove, she makes sure she stops the play, which get a good change, especially in the second period with that long change.
Taylor Crone passing it out to Miller. Miller down low to Cook. Cook back out to Miller. Shot, and that goes off the pads of Rochester. Now Miller with it once again. That gets stolen away. You don't see that very often. Now Rochester trying to bring it back the other way. Poke checked away by Miller. Picked up by Castle. Now putting on the afterburners. That was Peruka. That's poke checked away and kept alive by number 22. That's Abby Castle. Tries to get it up to Peruka, but Rochester getting it down to the Northfield zone. Northfield getting it out to the cherry picker. That is number 19, Ashlyn Pockert. Pockert, that puck is stolen away once again by Rochester, but Northfield able to dump it back in, and they just barely missed an offsides. Oh, and a hard hit put on by Beeham to Rochester. Now with the puck is Rochester. They get the puck all the way down into the zone. They're going to wave off the icing. 7.5 minutes left to go in this second period. Northfield is currently winning 2-0 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northfield trying to pass it out in front. Nobody there. Picked up by Rochester. Stolen away by Northfield. Now circling back around. That was number 19, Pockert. She gets tied up back behind the net. And now with the puck, trying to clear it out, and they do. Here comes Rochester, but way ahead of her is Northfield. That might be Paulson. Just under 7 minutes left to go here. Rochester taking a couple of nice shots on net, but those go nowhere. They get it along the far boards. Picked up and shot. Nobody there. 6.5 minutes left to go. Rochester in a little bit of a tie-up along the near boards, and there's going to be a stoppage of play. I think there's going to be a penalty. Is that roughing? Or
yep.
no?
It's going to be a roughing call. Looks like it might be on Northfield.
Yep.
I couldn't see it from my my vantage point over here. But
neither could I.
Looks like Isabel Paulson's going to the box.
Yep. She's going to take 2 minutes in the sin bin.
First penalty for Northfield tonight.
She's going to sit down and think about what she did. Now Rochester, they win the draw. And with the puck skating in a few steps, shot. That goes off the legs of Northfield. That was a shot by Campbell. And now we get to see what kind of penalty or power play that the Rochester Spartans get to draw up. Crone bringing it back the other way, going coast to coast, out in front, nobody there. And Rochester trying to bring it back. And another glove save. And after whistle push by Rochester. And it looks like Crone did not like that too much. But we have 6 minutes left to go in this second period. 1.5 minutes left to go in the penalty to Paulson.
I'm actually surprised there wasn't a penalty on that, on Rochester.
Unsportsmanlike conduct?
A little rough is what I would have called, but.
Yeah, tomato. Rochester, they bring it back here into the zone. Desjardins tries to get a shot off, but it's stolen away by Northfield. Stolen right back by Rochester. Shot and a glove save off of a black shot from the blue line into the screen. And another glove save by Mueller. Again, she must have x-ray vision. Now Rochester, they win the draw. They get it out to the blue line. Back out to Black. She skates in a little bit. She tries to pass it down low. Out in front, nobody there. Out to the blue line, skates in a couple of steps. That shot goes wide. 5.5 minutes left to go in the period, and just under a minute left to go in the power play. And another shot put on net by Rochester. That goes off the glove. Now Miller with the puck. She gets tied up back behind her own net. And now Miller trying to clear the puck out, but Rochester doing their best to keep it alive back behind the net, and they do. And now back out to the blue line, and a shot put on net. That didn't have much behind that one. That was a shot from Smith. Now Smith with the puck along the blue line once again. She tries that same play, skating in a little bit, and a glove save by Mueller. Okay, if you would have given me 1,000 tries to make that exact stop, I don't think I could do it even once. Mueller has been doing it at least 11 times. So
yeah, goalies are just
they're a different breed.
They really are. I know I mentioned it last game, but I played goalie for 5 games in college. Long story. It was really hard. I just respect goaltenders on a whole new level after that.
As do I. And now with the puck, and Rochester tried to keep it in, but they can't. Now bringing it back the other way is Beham for the Raiders. She goes to the right, shot into the screen, and now the Raiders are at full strength with 4.5 minutes left to go here in this second period. Now Beham with the puck along the far boards. She gets taken down, and a penalty coming up for Rochester. So now another penalty coming up for Rochester as Northfield will go back out on the power play. And with 4:17 left to go, it looks like it's going to go to Sophie Sather. She's going to get
2 minutes for cross-check is what they called it.
Okay. Now with the puck along the blue line is Northfield. They dump it down to Cook, who is waiting back behind the net. Coming in to help out is number 2. That is Gindra. Gindra with the puck. Skates out to the dot. Tries to take a shot. Nobody there. or nothing there. Just under 4 minutes now. Cook getting it out to the blue line. One-time shot from the blue line is into the screen, and dumping it back down is Rochester, stopped by Mueller off of a stick save there. Now with the puck is Rasmussen. Rasmussen getting it back behind her own net. Skating it up, across the blue line into neutral ice, off the near board, or off the far board, excuse me. And now Rochester trying to clear it back out. And now Castle with it. Takes the shot, nobody home for the rebound. And Erickson tries to do a little dipsy-doodle move, but she can't get anything going with that one. And now Peruka with the puck, cross the blue line, puts the afterburners on, goes around the back of the net. Round and round they go. Where they stop, nobody knows. Another shot put on net, gets cleared out to neutral ice. Picked up by Miller. And now Miller with the puck. She crosses the blue line, skates to her right, looking for an open teammate. Around the defense, shot. That is stopped by the screen. 35 seconds left to go in the power play for Northfield. 2:45 left to go in this second period. Now Peruka over to Miller. Miller skating in, shot, and a save by the Rochester Spartans, and another rebound attempt. It was also stopped. So,
you can definitely see why this power play is a 26% power play. They get a lot of opportunities. They take a lot of shots, lots of pucks to the net. Right now, Grace Kober, she's just all over that puck.
And now Northfield, they win the draw. Picked up by Northfield along the blue line. That's Mia Miller. Miller back out to Peruka, back over to Miller. Shot and a glove save by the netminder for Rochester with 10 seconds left to go in the power play. 2:27 left to go in this second period. And coming up here in the period break, we have a scoreboard update from around the section. But now we're just seconds away from the Rochester Spartans getting to be full strength. And they are. Mia Miller with the puck along the near boards. Skating across the blue line, across the red line, back over to the blue line. And Miller back out to Beham. Beham skating it along the blue line. Her shot is skate stopped by Rochester. But Northfield able to keep the puck alive in the Rochester zone. Chasing after it is Beham off of a dump pass by Crone. Back over to Miller. Miller over to Peruka. Her shot off the stick, and it deflected into the corner. Minute and 38 seconds left to go. Miller with another shot into the screen. That gets deflected out. And now Rochester trying to clear it out as best they can. But now Northfield with it along the blue line. That's Miller. She passes it down low. Oh, she wasn't. That one was not written up too well. That was a pass over to number 19, Pockert. But another shot put on net, and that's going to be stopped by the glove of the netminder.
It's actually looks like the player was in the crease, I think is what the ref just called. So.
Okay. Do we have a replay of that? No? Okay. Just seeing if we had a replay for that, but they're going to call it a crease infraction.
Crease violation, yes.
And they're going to drop it just outside the zone. Now, 70 seconds left to go here in this second period. Rochester trails by 2 to Northfield on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Now Northfield trying to clear it out of their own zone. And a shot from the blue line by Black. But now Rochester putting it out in front. Nobody there. Picked up by Northfield. That is number 6. That is Simon. She dumps it down low. Picked up along the near boards. Back out to number 20. That is Isabella Paulson. There we go. Now Erickson getting tied up on the far corner. Paulson coming in to help, I believe. No, excuse me. That was number 10, it looks like. That's Olivia Rasmussen. Rochester trying their best to clear it out with 10 seconds left to go. And they dump it all the way down. They're going to wave off the icing. Chasing after it is Rasmussen. And as the period comes to an end on your Heritage Bank scoreboard, it is 2-0 at the end of 2. We'll be right back with some highlights. We'll talk a little bit about the section around the area tonight and take a look at your bracket once again. That's all coming up in the period timeout on.
Put your business in front of thousands of fans while supporting your local high school students and activities. Advertise right here on NorthfieldLive.com. We create customized ads to best meet the needs of your business. NorthfieldLive.com broadcasts more than 150 local high school games and events every school year, and our viewership has grown steadily every year. Stand out as a community and school supporter while attracting new customers by advertising on NorthfieldLive.com. Contact Lance at 651-734-3963 or Lance at lmrmedia.org.
Located in downtown Northfield, Champion Sports has a great selection of Raiders, St. Olaf, and Carlton merchandise, including jackets, hats, and hoodies. Champion's got you covered. Champion Sports has everything you need for the hockey season, with a large selection of official CCM hockey equipment, including all the essentials, plus skate sharpening. You'll always be ready to hit the ice. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram to know when the latest seasonal gear is in stock at Champion Sports Northfield. Gear up like a champion at Champion Sports.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. We do this with superior customer service through timely communication by empowered employees who love to support the Northfield Dundas area. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
It can be hard finding an eye clinic that makes you feel seen and cared for in a way that suits you. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we pride ourselves on tailoring our care to you and your specific needs. We won't just see you in our offices. We may see you at a local ball game or at the high school for another event. We get to know you and what you hold dear so we can give you the best possible care. Learn more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Northfield Ford Chrysler is the home of the best price guarantee. There is no question. We have the best price in the area for new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. If not, we'll make it so. Bring in your deal in writing from another dealership, and if we can't match it or beat it, we'll write you a check for $500. Get started shopping. Stop in to Northfield Ford Chrysler, take a test drive, and we'll get you the best price on a new vehicle, guaranteed. Go Raiders! From everybody here at Northfield Ford Chrysler on Highway 3 in Northfield.
If your car is under extended warranty, there's no need to go back to the dealership. The team at Witt Brothers has dealt with every kind of extended warranty company. With a quick call, they'll know exactly what it will take to get your repairs covered. Warranties are there to reduce stress and risk. So let Witt Brothers make actually using that warranty as easy as possible. For all your automotive and repair needs, drive to Witt Brothers, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. Is your kitchen feeling cramped? Is your bathroom outdated? Or maybe your basement is just wasted space? At NCC Builders, we specialize in transforming homes to meet your needs. Whether it's upgrading your kitchen, turning your bathroom into a spa-like retreat, or converting your basement into a functional living space, we're here to bring your vision to life. Let's start planning your remodel or new build today. NCC Builders, transforming homes and building dreams. Visit nccbuilders.com.
Raider Girls Hockey would like to thank all our sponsors for their contributions to this year's team. Generous sponsorships provided warm-up jerseys and custom Hockey Day Minnesota jerseys. America's Mattress, By All Means Graphics, Car Time Auto Center, Champion Sports, College City Beverage, CWS, Fate Vintage, Franzen Bank and Trust, Lonsdale Window Works, Marathon Tech Company, Minnesota Orthodontics, Post-Consumer Brands, Professional Dental Group, Revival Commercial Real Estate, Riverside Bar and Kitchen, Chic Orthodontics, Valley View Glass and Screen, and WW Getz Associates. Special thank you to our elite sponsors, the Feet of Jesse James Days and Northfield VFW Post 4393. Thank you, sponsors, for helping make Raider Girls Hockey a success.
Play ball!
Registration for Northfield Fast Pitch Softball is open for 8U teams at northfieldfastpitch.org. Girls born from September 2nd, 2015 through August 31st, 2017 are eligible. It may be freezing outside, but spring is just around the corner. Register your daughter and enjoy watching her learn and build confidence on the ball field. Sign up by February 23rd for team placement tryouts on March 2nd. Scholarship assistance is available. Visit northfieldfastpitch.org for more information and to register. Go Raiders!
And welcome back to the intermission break, where at the end of 2, the Northfield Raiders, they are currently leading by a score of 2-0 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. And, you know, Cass, not a whole lot happened in that second period. I mean, it was a lot of back and forth action, a lot of really good shots put on net, and a lot of really good saves by both goalies. And I think the story of the second period was the penalties.
Definitely. There were a lot of penalties, both sides. Northfield had a couple penalties in there, but you got to see the power plays of both teams, too. That's one of my favorite parts of the game, is watching the power plays. And Northfield, I mean, they're a great passing team. They got a lot of opportunities, but on the other end, Rochester also had quite a few great opportunities. They were getting the pucks to the net. They were trying to do different passes through those seams. And, yeah, it was a good period of hockey for both teams.
Yes, I agree, and I think I said it at least 5, if not more times. Macy Mueller, there we go. I finally said her first name right. Mueller, she must have X-ray vision through the screen, because she was making saves that would, you know, just astonish other goalies around the league. So, you know, big ups to her, and you know, also big ups to the netminder for Rochester. I mean, yeah, she has let in 2 goals, but she's stopped 25 total shots that she's seen tonight.
Yeah, I know Coach LePanta in his pregame interview even said, like, she's a very athletic goaltender. She's a senior, so she's got experience, and she's already seen a ton of shots from Northfield in games past this year. I think their first game there were 40-some shots on goaltender Grace Kober. The second game was 30-some, I think he mentioned. So,
yeah.
I mean, she's a great goalie. You can see that she is very agile. She likes to move around a lot, which you don't always see in goaltenders, but she's seeing pucks through screens, and her teammates in front of her, too, they've blocked 14 shots to help her out, too, so that helps a little bit.
So I actually have those numbers from the first 2 times that Rochester and Northfield faced each other. In the game that Northfield won 7-2, the shots on goal total for Rochester were 11. Northfield was 45. And on the other game where Northfield won 5-2, shots on goal read total for Northfield 32, Rochester Mayo 25. So that is a breakdown of what the shots on goal look like for the last 2 games. And let's take after this next face-off replay here, just a beautiful write-up of this play for Northfield, where Peruka passed the puck along to Miller. She does what she does best, gets it back over to Peruka, back over to Miller, and once again, a beautiful glove save on your Community Resource Bank package here in this second period. Let's take a look at your bracket from around this section, because that is what we're playing for here tonight, is to move on to the next round of the section tournament. And the check-in for the scoreboard anyway, Farmington, they are beating South Central by a score of 4-0. Mankato East, they are leading Owatonna 3-2. And Lakeville South, oh, good lordy, 9-0 over Rochester Century. So I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but I think we're going to see the winner of this matchup tonight is going to see Lakeville. So
I would be with you on that one.
So let's see here. Some other games going on around the section tournament here tonight. Mankato East, they're taking on Owatonna. I think we mentioned that one. And then, yeah, Lakeville taking on Rochester Century. But let's take a look. So here's another Scoreboard update. It's not part of the Section 1-2A tournament, but it is still a pretty big matchup in and of itself. The number 6 seed Eastview is taking on Apple Valley, who's the number 3 seed, and they're currently winning. It's 2-0 in favor of Eastview over Apple Valley. So that one will be, if Eastview were able to upset Apple Valley here tonight, that is going to be a upset for the ages in the section tournament. So what we're going to do is we're going to take another time out here on Northfield Live. When we come back, we'll have our third period of play. That's all coming up in just a few moments.
Raider Automotive is a full-service repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or major collision this winter, or a deer finds your vehicle, Raider Auto can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all your vehicle's repairs. Raider Auto on Highway 3 South in Northfield, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Or find us at RaiderAutomotive.net. Go Raiders!
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage. This is Beth with Service Master by Hyatt. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Hyatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Whoa.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, my friend Jay and I are looking for our dream home, something big. Right now I feel like I'm living on top of him.
Great, let's talk mortgages.
Wait, your bank is looking
cozy. Yeah, we like personal interactions, but as you can see, our vault still has plenty of space for our customers' dreams.
Wow.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Comprehensive Wealth Solutions is here to help you make informed decisions about your financial future. CWS understands that financial goals must evolve and adapt over time. That's why clients come first. CWS can provide you with a wealth strategy that aligns with your vision and values. As an independent financial planning and wealth management firm, CWS provides solutions for individuals and businesses alike. Visit CWSFBO.com for more information. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
As the year comes to a close, we begin to reflect on all we've done throughout the year, and we're looking forward to all this new year has to bring. At Northfield Retirement Community, we are proud of the work we've done supporting our residents, staff, family, and friends throughout the year. We'd like to wish everyone a very happy and prosperous new year. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
In the heart of Northfield, the Chamber of Commerce is more than a business network. It's the pulse of our vibrant community, bringing small, large, and local businesses together and supporting growth that strengthens the economy. The Chamber also promotes tourism, inviting visitors to experience the charm of our historic city. Whether it's strolling through our quaint downtown or attending one of our many events, we showcase all the reasons to fall in love with this beautiful town. The Chamber, where community, business, and tourism come together to make the city thrive.
What is your dream living location? Full service condo building? Low maintenance house? House on a lake? Lots of acreage? There are so many options. To start the search for your ideal location, contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group today, or visit our website at c21atwood.com. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
Stay up to date on Raider activities by following Northfield Live on social media. See what's on tap for the weekend daily game day graphics. You'll get the fast updates of game postponements and cancellations.
To the interested in youth registration link before March 15th. We've also added a clickable link to the Northfield Youth Baseball Association's.
And welcome back to Northfield Live, where we are at the start of the third period. And there was a little bit of drama as Crone took the puck in and she put a shot on, but that got saved once again by the netminder. But now Crone has the puck. She hands it off to Cook, who's in the far corner, and coming in to help her out, that is Peruka. And Peruka trying to keep the puck alive in the Rochester zone. They wave off the offsides. And Peruka, she doesn't have anybody there to help her, but now she does. And now Peruka coming off the ice, and here comes Rochester with the puck across the blue line into neutral ice and tries to dump it into the Northfield zone. And Campbell just took a spill over a little spot on the ice. And now Northfield, they lose control of it. Out in front, nobody there. And now Rochester with it once again. Couple of backhanded shots. That they go wide. And now Northfield with the puck. Miller with it. Going around the back of the net. Skating up between the circles. Along the near boards here. She puts on the afterburners just a little bit. Stops. Loses control of it. But regains control. Goes around the back of the net. Looking for that open teammate out in front. She goes along the blue line. Handing and passes it off. Pass goes a little too far for Gindra. And now Gindra with it. Poke checked away by Rochester. Rochester bringing it back the other way. Backhand pass, another front hit pass. That goes wide. Miller going after it too. Back behind her own net. She gets it back and around to, I want to say that might be Beham. Now Beham getting the puck out to the blue line. That's stopped. Dump back in. And now Rochester going after it. They try to hand it off, and they do, but Northfield, they steal that puck away. And somebody on Northfield just yelled out, "Help her." Was that from the bench or was that from the ice? But now the Northfield Raiders, they bring it back around the other side. Coast-to-coast shot put up by Pockert. That goes high and wide. Rochester doing their best to get the puck out of their zone, and coming after is Reese Peruka. And now with the puck is Paulson. Paulson dumping it back in. Putting a little bit of speed is Crone as she goes and poke checks it away. Peruka with it. And now Rochester dumping it around the back of the net into the neutral zone. And chasing after it is Wyke for Rochester. But now Northfield, they steal it back. Crone coming across the blue line, stops, puts a shot on. That goes off the stick. And picked up back behind the net by Peruka. Back out to Miller. Miller along the blue line. Swaps places with Paulson. They take a shot and goal! Another goal put up by Peruka. That increases the lead by 3 for Northfield. And take a look at the Community Resource Bank. Let's see how this play unfolded.
That was a great play by Mia Miller to keep that puck, kind of draw those defensive players in, and then find Reese Peruka on that far side. Almost didn't go in, hit that post, thankfully, and went in. So you see her here, keeps control of that puck. She draws that defender with her. Reese just kind of finds that open space, takes that one-time shot. A little bit too quick for Grace Colber.
And let's take a listen here. So they are going to give it to Peruka. I think they're just going to give it to Miller. So now Rochester, they tried to dump it down into the Northfield zone. Northfield picking it back around the back of their own net. And now with the puck is Pockert. Pockert trying to clear that puck out. It stopped momentarily. But now with the puck for Northfield is Beham. She takes a shot and a glove save. Almost knocked her right off her feet. 12:32 left to go here in this third period. And now, I think we had a full line change, didn't we?
Yep, full line change there.
So now Northfield, they lose the draw. Rochester dumping it back behind the back of their own net. And now Des Jardins with the puck, dumping it back into the Northfield zone. And picking it up is number 20. That is Paulson. Polson trying to clear it back out, but stopped at the blue line. Shot by Rochester. That goes wide. 12 minutes left to go here in this third period. And now Northfield getting tied up in the near corner. Couple of above the shoulder slashes there by Rochester. And I can't believe they're going to let this continue on, but they finally clear the puck out. And now Northfield dumping it back around the net, and chasing after it is number 22, Castle. Castle trying her best, but it's stolen away, but picked up by her teammate, Erickson. Erickson trying to get it out to the blue line, but Rochester poke checking that one away. Northfield tries to get the puck up to Wagner, try to get a breakout going, but now Rochester with the puck. That shot put on net by Smith. That goes wide, picked up by Miller back behind her own net. Off the backboards there. And it gets up to Peruka. Peruka putting the afterburners on. Pushed up against the wall a little bit, but she regains control. Out in front to Crone, and that was stopped by the defense. Kept alive in the zone by Hubbard. Now Rochester with it, off to the cherry picker. That cherry picker, she tips the puck into the Northfield zone, and it's gloved up by Mueller. With 10:46 left to go here in this third period on the Heritage Bank scoreboard, it is 3-0 in favor of Northfield.
I know we were talking about Lakeville South a little bit earlier. They were up by a few goals going into the third period, but
a few.
last year, I don't know if anyone remembers, but Northfield beat Lakeville South in the section final game to go to state, and it was a very close back and forth game. I think Northfield ended up winning that game in the last minute or so. They had 2 quick goals right at the end of the game to win it and then play at the X. So if that is what happens, if Northfield wins this game to play Lakeville South, that one's going to be a good one too.
A little back and forth here. A shot put out in front. That goes wide. Picked up by Northfield in their own zone. They get it over to Miller. Miller getting it up to Beham. Beham, she takes a shot into the screen. That's stopped. That goes back behind the Rochester net. Picked up by Gindra. Gindra getting it out to the blue line to Hubbard. Hubbard over to Miller. Miller shot out in front. Glove saved by the netminder Kober. Just under 10 minutes left to go here in this third period. And don't know if we heard.
I do have another check-in from Owatonna Mankato East, if that's what you're looking at.
Yes.
3-3 right now.
Yeah, last we heard, I think it was 3-2.
3-2 Mankato, and now Owatonna tied it up 3-3.
So this could 5-0 in favor of Farmington, so that's another scoreboard update there. But here in Northfield, it is 3-0 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. In Rochester, they are keeping the puck alive in the Northfield zone. And trying to dig it out are a couple of Rochester players. And now with the puck in neutral ice, that was Smith. Her cross-ice pass is intercepted by Northfield. They dump it into the Rochester zone. They're going to wave off icing. 9:15 left to go here in this third period. And Rochester with the puck up along the blue lines. That is Black. And that dumped in by Desjardins. And now Rochester doing a full line change here. They missed the puck off of a dump by number 22, Abby Castle. And now Rochester with the puck along the far boards gets checked into the bench area by Northfield. Now 8:45 left to go here in this third period. Northfield trying to dig it out of their far corner. And Rochester coming up with it. Rochester, their pass out to the blue line is intercepted by Northfield. Kept alive on the stick by Peruka. Her shot goes up and wide. And it's picked up by Crone in the far corner. Now pass back out to Peruka. Off the boards, out to the blue line. A shot put on net is saved and stopped, I should say, by the netminder. And Rochester just got away with a tripping. They got a freebie on that one. 8:10 left to go here in this third and final period of play in the Section 1-2A quarterfinal matchup here at the Pepsi Center. And now Rochester with the puck. It's stolen away by number 20, Isabel Paulson. And now the Northfield Raiders, they tried to dump that one back into the Rochester zone, but it's kept alive and stolen away by Rochester. Now with the puck is Cummings. She gets into the far corner. Her pass out in front. Nobody there. It's picked up by, I want to say that's number 21. That might be Doyle. And now with the puck for Rochester is Cummings. She gets pinned hard against the boards. And now getting it out to the blue line. And stolen away by Cook, but stolen right back by Rochester. And now with the puck for Northfield, that is, where is she on my list here? Pockert. Pockert gets it out to Beham. Beham getting it back around the net, and her pass out in front to Pockert is stopped, and a hard hit put up by Rochester. 7 minutes left to go here. Rochester dumping it all the way back down, and they're going to call it icing. A lot of freebies on the penalties in favor of Rochester there in that last few minutes, but it just takes one bad situation, and that can change.
Yeah, definitely a little bit more physical. You kind of see Rochester picking it up a little bit. I know, looking at their roster, they do have a lot of seniors, so we know whoever loses this game, they're done for the year. So I'm sure there's a little bit of fire, a little bit of emotion coming out, but I mean, a lot can happen in 6 minutes of hockey.
Absolutely. And with the interception, that was Gindra. Tongue-tied a little bit there. But now with the puck along the near boards was the Raiders. Her pass out in front, intended for Gindra. That goes wide. Oh.
Ice is slippery.
Yes.
I've done that a time or two, and that just hurts.
Yes. And you heard the attendance here tonight. Everybody was just like, oh. Now Gindra getting it off to number 9, I want to say. That is Wagner. Wagner with the puck in the far corner. That's stolen away by Rochester. Coming in to help out is Erickson. Rochester, they dump it all the way down, and they're going to call an icing. With just under 6 minutes left to go here at the Pepsi Center. Our scoreboard update brought to you once again by Heritage Bank. It is 3-0. And before we get to this face-off, we do want to thank our sponsor for the 2024-25 season, NIA, Northfield Insurance Agency. So thank you to them for helping us be able to put on or broadcast this game for everybody that's watching at home. Now the puck shot by Castle goes into the far corner. They wrap it around the back of the net. Picked up once again by Castle. She passes it down low to Taylor Crone. And now Rochester stealing that one back away. And they get it off the far boards. They get it up to Wyke, excuse me. But that's stolen away by Peruka. That's poke checked away by Cummings. She tried to dump it in, and now she slashes Peruka. Her shot goes off the stick and into the far corner. Peruka with the puck. Stolen back by Rochester with 5 minutes left to go in this third period. And now with the puck is Rochester. I want to say that might be Sather. She goes around the corner, and there's going to be a penalty upcoming here on Northfield with just under 5 minutes left to go. That's not something that you want to have happen this late in the matchup, is pull that penalty.
Yeah, definitely not a great time to have a penalty. And, I mean, I said it before, there's a lot of hockey left. 4:47 left on your Heritage Bank scoreboard.
That's Castle going into the sin bin to think about what she did. And now Rochester with the puck along the blue line. They skate in. Shot, that goes high. And it's in the back of the net. Back around the back of the net. Picked up by Northfield. And Mia Miller bouncing it off the boards. She goes in. She skates to the left. And on a shorthanded goal. Oh, no, that might have been a shorthanded goal. But they just got away with a checking from behind. And now Northfield with it, but stolen away by Rochester. Rochester, they take a shot. Another shot out in front, and it's glove saved by Mueller. And a few extracurriculars going on. And I think tempers are starting to flare a little bit on the part of Rochester. Being down 3-0 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard with 4:11 left to go, but they got to keep level heads because they are on the power play right now.
And you definitely don't want to be the team that is down by any goals going into the last 4 minutes and then getting a penalty. It just makes it that much more difficult to get those goals back.
Miller going coast to coast across the blue line. Does a little stick move and a little toe drag, and she tries to put a shot on net. That goes off the stick of Kober. Back out to the blue line. Shot. That goes wide. And Miller hanging on to the stick of her defense. And now Rochester bringing it back up. Now picked up by Miller. Just under a minute left to go here into this penalty to Northfield's Abby Castle. Now Crone with it across the blue line, trying to split the defense. She goes to her right, back, stop, and a backhanded shot is saved by Kober. Now coming in to help out is Peruka. Peruka trying to get the puck out to the blue line, and she does, and a bounce pass off the boards by Paulson. Paulson dumping it down low, picked up by Peruka, if she can ever stop spinning. 3 minutes left to go here into this third period. Now Peruka with it. 9 seconds left to go in the power play for Rochester. Peruka with the puck. She gets it out to Paulson. Her shot goes off the stick. And now Raiders are at full strength. Now a shot from Paulson off the skates of the defense for Rochester. And now with the puck and keeping it alive, she almost let that one go, was Northfield. Now Northfield with the puck, dumping it back in. And now 2:20 left to go here in this third period. That is Cook. She gets it off to Gindra. Cook changing out. I think she might have put a little too much emphasis on that pass because Gindra lost control of it. Now Rochester with it. Is it just me or do they have 4 players out there? And a shot put on the net by Gindra. Opportunity was knocking, but they couldn't open up the door there. Now Rochester clearing it back out. And no icing. Okay. Picking it up for Northfield back behind her own net. That's Olivia Rasmussen. Rasmussen handing it off. No, she's going to hang on to it. She dumps it off the boards. Picked up by Rochester. And losing her stick. That was number 19. We'll get that here in a second. There we go. Pockert. And she skated off, and Rochester put another shot on net. And a fantabulous glove save by Mueller. And we have a minute 24 left to go in this third period. And Northfield is currently leading 3-0 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Face off.
Mankato East and Owatonna are still tied 3-3 right now.
All right. Face off won by Northfield. They try to clear it out, but Rochester, they dump it back in. Another shot stopped by number 29, Tapper. She goes around the back of the net. They get it up to Crone. Crone across the blue line. Peruka, she was trying to do her best and not draw the offsides there. And now with the puck is Crone out to Peruka. Shot into the breadbasket of Kober. And with just under a minute left to go here in this third period, it is 3-0 in favor of Northfield.
Couple score updates here. Lakeville South did win that game over Rochester Century John Marshall 9-1.
Oh, they got a point.
They did. Owatonna and Mankato East are still tied at 3 right now.
Okay.
And Farmington, last I checked, was 4-0 over South Central. 6-0 now over South Central.
45 seconds left to go here before Northfield advances to take on Lakeville South. They're going to keep the pressure going here. Miller with the puck. Back down to Peruka. Peruka shot. That goes off the stick and into the netting, but not the one that they wanted. With 30 seconds left to go on the scoreboard. Ooh. So at this point, what do you think Coach Carter and Coach LaPanta are saying to their players on the bench?
I mean, they have to finish this game strong. They have to finish with a statement going into Lakeville South. Like I mentioned earlier, Lakeville South last year was denied a state tournament appearance because of Northfield beating them in section finals. So I think that game's going to be a really great game to watch on Saturday, right?
I believe so. Miller with the puck off the pass from, I want to say that might have been Pockert, but that goes off the stick, and the time will stop at 5.2 seconds. And we're going to have a face-off coming up here on the glove side, and Northfield wins it. And with 2 seconds left, that is your hockey game. Northfield Raiders, they advance to take on Lakeville South. And sad to say, but Rochester's season comes to a close with a final score of 3-0 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll be right back with your post-game cleanup, brought to you by Service Master by IOT. When disaster strikes, demand the yellow van. We'll be right back.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by IOT. Hi, this is Beth IOT. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by IOT will be there in your time of need.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Northfield Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. Practice their communication skills by providing play-by-play and color announcing, getting interviews with fellow students or coaches, or writing stories. They can showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media, running cameras for events, or producing a game like the one you're watching now. We also utilize the talents of adults to help mentor and provide a quality experience for the students. If you or someone you know might be interested in growing our coverage, you're welcome to call, text, or email us from the Northfield Live page at any time.
And welcome back to Northfield Live as Rochester Mayo. They are giving the 21 hockey stick salute, if you will, to the fans in attendance as Rochester, they fall to Northfield by a score of 3-0. The only goal coming in the third period was from Peruka. She scored the goal off of a pass from Miller, and it was just a beautiful setup for that goal. And, you know, let's talk a little bit about the Rochester Mayo Spartans. You know, you and I, Cass, in the break there, we both said that we love but we hate playoff time for hockey because the seniors, this is their last game in the high school realm of things. Don't know if they're going to go on to play college, but if they do, you know, good luck to them. But if they don't, they played one heck of a game here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they played against a really good hockey team, too. I mean, Northfield, they've had a great season so far. There's a reason that they were the third seed coming into tonight. But on the other side, I mean, what did we count here? 2, 3. I count at least 5, if not 6 seniors over for Rochester Mayo.
Yeah.
So definitely a lot of those players, I'm assuming, probably have played together since they were 8 years old, 6 years old in mites and U8s. So best of luck to them in their future endeavors, whether that include hockey or not. But on your replay here.
Yeah, brought to you by Community Resource Bank. This will be your first goal of the matchup, and that was scored by Mia Miller. It was an unassisted goal, and it was just a beautiful goal. So if you take a look here, she's just inside the blue line, skates to the top of the circle, and threads the needle right to the top shelf for that first goal early in the or late in the first period there. So now with just a couple of minutes left to go, the Northfield Raiders, they get the puck back out, shot, put on net, saved, and then they get the puck once again. And that second goal, we should mention, was scored by number 3. That was Cook. She almost couldn't believe that she scored the goal. But then going into the third period, the goal was scored by Peruka from Miller. So Peruka and Miller both got assists tonight, and they both got goals. So, Miller showed that, like, she does what she does, and she showed it here well this evening against this very good Rochester Mayo squad. But this game was plagued by penalties as well. Not, like, too crazy of penalties, but they were just, really badly timed penalties. A couple of trips, a couple of interferences, a cross-checking penalty here and there. But other than that, I mean, Northfield showed why they have a 26% power play percentage.
Yeah, and I think moving forward, they're probably going to want to clean up those penalties a little bit more. I mean, Lakeville South is a good team. They saw them earlier this year, and we suffered a loss, 2-1 in overtime. So Lakeville South, going to be a great hockey team. They're going to come off of a little bit of a high with a 9-1 win today. So lots of scoring, lots of...
I think they scored a couple goals.
Lots of contributors, too, I'm sure. So hopefully going into that one, I mean, that's a 2-3 seed game. So it'll be a good one.
I agree. And just taking another look at your bracket here, as we mentioned, looks like South Central and Farmington, they're still in action here tonight so far. We don't have a scoreboard update from that one as of right now. Mankato East and Owatonna.
They're still playing.
So
3-3 still.
3-3 in that matchup. And, again, that's a 5 and a 4 seed, so that one could go either way. And then, as we mentioned a couple of times, Lakeville South, they defeated Rochester Century to advance to the semifinals, where they will take on your Northfield Raiders in the next game, which will be on the 8th, which will be Saturday at 7 o'clock in Lakeville. So we'll figure out how we're going to run that one here, and then we'll probably come to you live from Lakeville, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Another couple of games going on, just scoreboard from around the area on your Heritage Bank scoreboard. Let's see. Rosemount, they beat Hastings. So that was the number 1 seed, so that wasn't that big of a surprise. 4-1 in favor of Rosemount. Eastview is taking on Apple Valley. That one is another one of those interchangeable type games because it's number 6 and number 3 seed. And then Delano Rockford, my alma mater, my stomping grounds. They're taking on Pine City area. It's 7-5 in favor of Delano Rockford. So Tigers out of that squad, they're leading by 2. So that's a quick scoreboard update look around the area tonight. And so, I mean, that's all I got. Do you have anything to add, really?
I don't think so. I mean, game on Saturday is going to be a good one, and then whoever wins that one goes to Owatonna, the big Four Seasons arena down there, to then get a chance to play at the Xcel Energy Center.
All right. So, yeah. No, it's not going to be at 7 in Lakeville. It's going to be at 3.
Oh.
Yes. So, here's how it would have looked on our Northfield Live schedule, before the matchup tonight. So, if the Raider girls hockey won, they would have taken on Lakeville South or Rochester Century. If they play against Lakeville, they'll play on Saturday at 3 o'clock in Lakeville, which is what's going to happen. If they would have if Rochester would have upset Lakeville, they would have gotten a home game. So, but they're going to go down to Lakeville. They'll be playing at 3 o'clock, but that's on Saturday. Tomorrow night, don't want to miss Northfield Live coverage as we have our last Raider wrestling match at home. It's going to be a home meet, a triangular against New Prague and Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial. That starts at around 5:30, followed by Raider boys hockey facing off against Owatonna at 7:15. So a lot of great hockey coming up here in the next 24 to 48 hours here at the Pepsi Center. Eric Thomas here signing off. Once again, I want to thank my broadcast team here tonight, my broadcast partner, Cassie, and also our producer, Daniel, our camera operator, Alejandro, and for everybody here at Northfield Live, we want to thank you for watching. And once again, a big, big, big thank you to our sponsor here tonight, Northfield Insurance Agency, for allowing us to come and bring all of the action here between Rochester Mayo and Northfield girls hockey here this evening in the postseason, and they'll be able to help us go all the way down to Lakeville and, knock on wood, all the way down to Owatonna for the finals. But that we will cross that bridge when we get to it. But we want to thank Northfield Live, or Northfield Insurance Agency, for personalized insurance solutions and a trusted partner. Contact Northfield Insurance Agency today. Thank you, NIA, for supporting Raider girls hockey on Northfield Live. But from everybody here at Northfield Live, we want to thank you once again for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow night.